With the coming of spirituality, meditation, the New Age, there's a lot of discrepancy in terms of exactly what these things are for. You know, there's a lot of hype, we can see it in TikTok, but one might be left wondering exactly what is meditation for. So how I came about to meditation is actually a very interesting story. After my first psychedelic trip off mushrooms, I came into contact with my sisters in the following days, and usually I had a very negative relationship with them. We would always fight, we would always attack each other's insecurities. But after the psychedelic trip, I actually was in a different state of mind. When my sister tried to push one of my buttons, I instantly saw my anger. I instantly saw my reaction, but I didn't react. I didn't act on my reaction. I actually was able to look at it and see it for what it was, right? And so it actually made me laugh when I realized that, oh, I'm actually not mad. I can actually stop that. And the power that brought into my life was actually very astounding when I realized that not everything has to have a reaction. I don't have to react to everything. And really, when I looked into this even further, I realized that meditation was really what was going to train my mind to get to that point, to get to that state where I basically am non-reactive. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you have at least heard of meditation, you've heard of how it works, you've seen some practices, right? There are many ways to meditate, but the way I see it is basically to focus. And not only that, but to put yourself in the role of the observer, all right? To observe things basically means for me that you're meditating. But to observe very intently and very consciously. For example, observing your breath. Breathing, counting, and realizing and acknowledging the flow of your breath, right? But also there can be a meditation basically where you don't observe anything except just the space within you. And I think that's really one of the most powerful ways to use meditation, because of the fact that it actually shows the true power that it brings and the true purpose of what meditation is for. So looking into the Buddhist philosophy, we acknowledge that basically all desire is the cause of suffering. Our attachment to our desires is really what causes us to suffer. Our desire for pleasure brings suffering into our world. And so when you burn away desire, or basically burn away your attachment to desire, then you are actually burning away the possibility of you experiencing suffering. Okay, and you might be asking yourself exactly how does this happen? How does meditation burn away desire? How does it burn away our attachment to desire? It is explained quite simply by looking at it or approaching the situation through the observer state. The observer state is you basically playing the role of the observer. When you play the role of the observer, you're basically becoming detached from your emotions, and you will be able to look at every single emotion, every single thought, every single circumstance in your life from an outside perspective. You are not within the box anymore. You are looking at the box. And so since you are not within the box, you are not constrained by the walls that close the box up. And so that is really quite simple. If the longer you play this game of the observer, the longer you play this role of the observer, the more able you become at exiting a circumstance and looking at it for what it is. And that's truly what it is. Like, that is really the point of meditation, which is basically to have you realize that you are not really what is going on in your life. You are not really what your emotions say you are. You are not really what your past says you are. You are not really what your anxiety says you are. You are just the space that lies outside of all of this, right? And so when we can sit in that space, then we can actually become so free from anything that comes into our lives. And really, with that, we burn away all desire, and with that burning away of desire, we actually enter a state of bliss and a state of relaxation, which permits us to grab a hold of these little boxes, these little emotions, these little thoughts, just grab them, look at them for what they are, and then create tools out of them. We create something that we can play around with. We create a game. And so that's really the point of meditation. Hopefully that brought clarity to your life, all right? And if you guys enjoyed watching this video, if you guys found this helpful, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna have more content like this coming up, okay? So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.